Alrighty, what's good, y'all? Today is 9/29. We're gonna go ahead and do the trade review for 9/29, so you guys get an idea of what your boy got into today. So let's check it out. All right, first and foremost, we took this trade live, and it was a nice, solid 1-to-1, and we got a dub. Okay, so what we were looking for? Well, as you can see here, price started to come up. Well, we need to look back, right? So the idea overall was, let's recall it. Let's go to a higher time frame. We're starting to see price. We want to see it come down to here before going higher, right? We want to see it come down to this demand zone. And as you can see, it actually went through the demand zone. And now it looks like, we're just bearish on the higher, in my opinion, on the higher time frame. So anyways, we wanted to see it come back down here. We saw it right here in this area with this gray box. We saw it break up, and we're saying, okay, well, we want to see it come back and retest before ultimately going higher. And so we're going to look for an excuse to be short. And so we did look for an excuse to be short before ultimately becoming long again, which we didn't actually look at the charts after it hit the alert, but hey, that's okay. So let's go in here. Great. So we started to see it breaking down. Okay, good job, cool. So we see here higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, right? Lower low. Now we see it come back up and it's testing this last up move, right? Before the down move. And that's where we decided to get involved. And so we were looking there. It ended up, well, let me take a step back there. I'm talking too much. So it came up, ended up breaking down. So it broke down here, and then we ended up coming back, retesting. We break down, we come back up, retest this area in here, and we break down. And that's when we did a sell stop right here, which resulted in a 1-to-1. So, it's not the cleanest in my honest opinion now that I'm reanalyzing it in hindsight. So what are we looking for? Well, we saw intermediate price structure, price action, right? So we're saying it broke up right here. And then where did that come from? It came from here. So we saw this break, you can see right here, right? So then we're looking for a pullback and then another break, which it did. And we just sell stopped that. And as you can see, it ended up running a 1-to-1. But ultimately, you can see as well that it did pull back, but it wouldn't have stopped us out. So we could have ended up taking this in the max RR, or if we were shooting just for our zone, we could have got a 1-to-471. And if we actually let it run all the way, which again, that's pretty difficult to do, because how do you know when you should get out? Do you have to have rules defined for that? It would have ran a 1.9.46. So that was the trade that we took today. We got one W with 0.25% risk, not even 1% risk. So great, we got a W. Let's look at the euro. Let's see what the euro's doing. And we just recall that we actually saw the euro and we just thought, this price action just doesn't look very good. It just looks like trash. Looks like doo-doo. We're not going to trade it. And we didn't trade it ultimately. And let's look at gold. So gold was pretty choppy. We can see that it had a very large move up. And this was actually on Tuesday. So it had this large move up. Boom. Look at that. Crazy. Followed by a move down. Hold on one second. Yeah. So Tuesday the 28th. Wednesday the 28th. I don't know why I say that's weird. It says Tuesday the 28th. How does that even work? That doesn't work because the time zone probably. Let's see here, but we see Wednesday. Yeah, that kind of confused me. Okay, so we saw it ended up breaking up here, but we never saw it come down into the zone we were looking for, so there was no trade ultimately. So now you might say, Brandon, well, what are you gonna do next? Well, today what I wanted to do was I wanted to go back into my trades and see for all the sell stops and the buy stops, what did I actually get? So let's go ahead and just review some of these trades. And so we're gonna go to my Discord and look at my trades. So yesterday, 650, we had a sell stop at 1636, and we can go here and click this screenshot and see what we actually got. Okay, great. So looks like we had 1636 255 as the sell stop entry, and we were shooting for 1627 and 37 cents, $1,627.37. And it looks like our stop level. So let's go ahead and plot that on gold. And let's go back to that time. So it looks like it was around 650. So we can go down here. We can type in on the 20. I'll make sure because this was yesterday. And this was the 28th. So let's go here on the 28th at 650. So go to, and let's go down to a lower time frame. Let's go here, 28th at 650. And we should be able to see something. So 645, and let's change that to a 50. Boom, and hit go to. Great. Okay, so it looks like we ended up taking a trade somewhere in here. So 650, and now it's 1636, 255, and 1638. So 1636, 255, 1638.37. 1638.37. Great. Okay, so this was the trade that we were ultimately looking for. Something like this, right? We took that trade in there around 650. So if we're looking like right here, around here, we enter somewhere in there. So let's see, could we have gotten to 1-to-1? Yes, we could have. So it ended up going 1-to-12. So if I'm looking at my new risk management strategy, just getting an idea, and I think you should do this too. Go through your past trades, look at what you entered in, see because I ended up losing that trade, right? But it could have been a winner. So let's go here to the sell stop on the euro, and this was 916. So let's go down to the 1 minute. Let's go back in time to 916. Let's see if it'll let me go back in time. Oh, it will. Okay, well, hold on. It didn't let me go back in time yet. Let's go 916. Does it give me a time? It doesn't give me a time. So let's click this. So we got a sell stop here. And this was around, looks like the entry point was give or take 826. So let's go into here, say 0826. Let's do that. Let's see if we can go back there. Okay, great. So it's around there. So it looks like we had an entry around 99.871 cents. Man. No, actually, we don't even have to speculate. We can actually look right here because that's why I have the data collected here. So we have 99 cents basically. 99.867. So let's go ahead and plug that in here. And we're going to go ahead and say our entry price was this. Hit OK. And what was our stop here? So, man, it didn't run very much. We had a stop of 99939. So let's go here. Like that. And this was just a straight up loss. That was a straight up L. Great. So we just took a loss there. So let's go to our next one and check it out. 9:15 sell stop on the euro again, and looks like we had a break even here. So let's see. This was 9:15. Let's take that entry price on the 15-second. So we had about 705, 704, something like that we had an entry. So we want to go here. We want to go 9:15. And we want to say 0704, something like that, right? Great. So let's put our entry. It looks like it's on this candle here. So we had entry like right in there somewhere. We had that entry price. And we had a stop at $1.00 with 136 pips after. So we had a stop of $1.00 and 136. Boom. So now we look at this particular price, and it looks like it came back up a little bit, but we would have had a win. And actually, this was break even because we saw this come down here, and we let it break even. So because you can see here on my analysis, I have a break even here. You see? On the 15 seconds, it was trading very low time frame. So great. Okay, let's go to the next one on the 12th. Sell stop on the 12th. And this was a ridiculous 5-second entry on NASDAQ. So let's go ahead and go back here. And looks like, let's check this out. Man, you could barely see this because it's on the 5-minute. But it looks like the entry price was somewhere around, well, we don't have to speculate. We can actually click off of this. And we could say this was our entry price. And this was around 730 something, probably like 35 or something like that. So let's go ahead and find this on the 12th. Let's say here 735. Let's see if we can go back to that. Great. Okay, so we had a sell stop in here. And when I'm looking at this, interesting. So look at this price. If I'm looking at 730, I'm seeing it come up. Yeah, right in here. So let's go to the 5-minute chart. Let's go back to what we were looking at, 735. There we go. And this was clearly just a loss. This is clearly just a loss because it ended up just completely blowing through this, as you can see here. Just completely. It is. I don't even have to put this on here to see that it's a loss. Let's go ahead and look at the stop. The stop is 12.6235. Let's do that. 12.6235. And how much change? 35 cents. Whoops. 12.62.35. 12.692. Wow. At that stop level. Yeah. It just completely there's just no win there. So that's just a complete L. Taking L's, y'all. You say the sell stop on the NASDAQ. We looked at that one already. Let's go to the 11th. And on Bitcoin, what have we got stopped out here? So let's look at this on Bitcoin. This looks like this was 911 at this price around, looks like we got tapped in around 955, 56, 57. So let's go to the Bitcoin. Good old Bitcoin. Let's say BTC, USD. And what we're looking for is BitGet. And with BitGet, let's go ahead and actually look it up here. I took it off my chart if you all recall. All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna say BTC USD, and we want the mixed perpetuals. Let's go ahead and add it back just so we could do this analysis. We have to keep clicking off because there were some Bitcoin paper trades in here somewhere. So let's go back. If you recall, we went ahead and said this was on 9/11 around 9:56. So let's 9/11. What's that 9/11? Oh snaps! That's crazy. All right. So 9/11 on a Sunday, 11:56 around that. 9:56. Where did I get 11:56 from? That's crazy. Around that time. And it looks like we don't have that bar available. Let's go ahead and go to a 5-minute. See if we have that bar. Yeah, we should. Yeah, definitely. Okay, great. So now we go ahead and it was right here. And let's look at what we had. So we had price tap us in here. Let's hit OK. And we had a stop at 21,706. Let's do 21,706. Just straight up. Let's see. Would we have had a 1-to-1, a fall off? Yeah, would have. So we'd have had a win here, even though it just completely tears through. But it's good to see. You know, it's good to analyze your trades like this. So pretty much that's all I'm going to go through today. I just wanted to go ahead and highlight that you need to go back and look at what you did for your trades and see what your actual setups gave you, the ones that you took, and see if there's another risk management strategy that would be a bit more profitable for you, right? Maybe you shouldn't be shooting for 1-to-3s, 1-to-5s, 1-to-10s, 1-to-100s. Maybe you should just be shooting for 1-to-1.5s or 1-to-2s, you know? So with that being said, go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you want to see, and we can go ahead and do more analysis and go through some of this so we can all become profitable traders over time and understand these financial markets like we haven't been taught before. Hit the like or the dislike button depending on what you think of this particular video. And of course, hit the subscribe button if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more. And of course, just to keep your boy going. Actually, it doesn't really keep me going because this analysis is for me, but subscribe anyways so we can get this out to more people, so we have more well-informed traders who actually look at what they're doing and analyze to see if their edge actually exists. So I really appreciate you all watching this. If you came to the end, thank you. And I hope you learned something today. It's your boy. You all have a great night. It's your boy B Phil. I'm gone. Peace.